I've had a lot of people inquiring how I do my electrical labeling. So in today's video, I'm going to show you quickly how I print and label all my electrical wiring so it's easier to diagnose, troubleshoot, and install. Let's go get it. When building a harness, it's important to label everything because otherwise everything's going to look the same once you get it installed. So what we're working with today is this is a wiring harness I built for a KC Highlights chase bar. And the chase bar has a ton of features on it, which is why it has all these terminations. Some of them are power, some of them are for constant light, some of them for flashing light. But what I've done is I've isolated the ones that I want, which are these guys, and I've terminated them into this Deutsch connector. It's an 8-pin connector. This isn't necessary to have good electrical. I love the Deutsch connectors. The DTMs are fantastic. I'm also a big fan of the Raychem sheathing. This is 1/4" DR25. I'll put a link down below to my Amazon store. It'll have all this stuff for you. This stuff just shrink wraps really nicely. It's durable. It protects all the wiring, and it keeps things really nice and organized. But at the end, you're left with a bunch of stuff that you may not necessarily know what it is. So this is going to be run underneath the truck from the light bar connector up to the switch pros, and these will be interfacing with the switch pros. So I'm just going to put about 4 labels on this, so I know underneath the truck just by glancing at it that this is the chase bar harness. So it's super easy. The way I do it is I've worked with this Brady. What is this? This is a Brady BMP21-Plus, and it comes with a variety. Well, it doesn't come with them. You've got to purchase all the various ones that you want. But these ribbons of different colors. So I've got a yellow, so it's going to be black on yellow for this one. You can see black on yellow. I've got black on white. You've got black on orange here, and they come in different sizes. So 3/4 inch is what I found to work best. So let's throw this in. I've been using black on yellow for this build. So 3/4 inch black on yellow goes in. Make sure to close the gate. Let's clear what I labeled earlier, and we will put in chase bar harness. I'll use a razor blade to lift them off, and then once they're off, I can place them with the razor blade also. It enables me to not get a bunch of fingerprints all over the back of it, but I'm screwing this one up pretty good right now. You get the idea. Okay, so let's find a good spot where we want to put this one, and we'll do this one right by this connector. So straighten out your connector or the Raychem that you're going to be putting it on. Lay it down as carefully as you can, and work your way out, getting a nice. This is the most important part, is getting it to lay flat right here. If you win with this and you lay this flat, you're going to be set for the rest of it. My chase bar harness label right there. Let's drop that over the top, and then you just take I think this was an $8 heat gun from Harbor Freight, and voila, we have a sealed label on the harness, so we know exactly what it is. It's going to be durable, long-lasting, easy to read, and just make your life a lot easier as you troubleshoot down the road, if necessary. You're going to find a variety of different labels, different heat shrinks, and it's going to be important that you experiment with a variety so you know what works for your situation. I found, for my experience, that a 3/4 inch works pretty much on all of the cables that I'm using. I can cut it down if I need to, but also I can change the font size on here, which I do depending on what the job is and what I'm working on. It's important for you guys to get a selection of this stuff so you can experiment yourself. There's a lot of stuff you can do with the label maker that's going to make diagnosing problems, chasing down issues a lot easier in the future. Not to mention, if you're putting this much energy and effort into your electrical, you're probably not going to have too many problems down the road. Everything from making sure your crimps are good, to all your terminations being nice, to all your grounds being good is, that's how you get a reliable wiring harness. This is just an extra step that I throw in so I can trace problems, and when I'm glancing under the truck I can see what it is and know what I need to do. This has worked well for me. I've had a lot of you guys ask how I did it, where I bought them, and so there's your answer. I hope you found this video informational and helpful. If you could do me a solid and drop me a comment down below what you're working on or any other questions you had about electrical, and click that button, become a subscriber, keep up to date on everything I put out.